All right, this is the second half of your Friday video. You might not get to this till next week, but I'm going to go ahead and post them online in case you want to get a head start on your work over the weekend. So remember, our standard is we are comparing the composition and features of the different planets, specifically inner and outer planets, and we're integrating in our reading and comprehension skills using our articles. So you can either read with me on the video, you can read using the images that are online, or you can use the link to open up the articles on readworks.org. Readworks.org also has some questions and other materials on there, things that you can interact with, and of course the images are in color. So make sure you've watched your Saturn video. All these videos are just about 2 minutes long, so they're very, very short. There's also extra activities on Brain Pop as well if you'd like to do the quizzes or interact with the things, the features of those as well. Then you're going to add to your planet comparison chart. There's just a few ideas to add for Saturn. And then now we're going to read our Why Does Saturn Have Rings? It's very short, just 3 paragraphs long. And we're going to answer our question in our packet. So this is the article that we're reading today. Why does Saturn have rings? I'm going to open up my packet to the day that says Friday. And we're going to examine our text features as we always do. Underline and highlight key details and facts. Circle parts that are confusing and summarize things in the margins. Afterwards, we're going to look at our question. And our question today is focusing on, I can analyze the structure of the text. Explain how the author grabs the reader's attention on page 2. Be sure to cite evidence from the text. All right, here we go. So if you haven't already stopped to read this, go ahead and do that. And then when you're done, you can press play again and we will read it together. All right, before we get started, I want you to label all of our text features and take a look at them. On this first page, we have 4 text features, 2 text features, and 1 text feature. Go as fast as you can. This should be really quick at this point. All right, title. Why does Saturn have rings? This is also from NASA Space Place. Subtitle. What are Saturn's rings made of? And a photo showing the rings. A small color difference in Saturn's rings has been enhanced in this picture from Voyager 2 data. Captions. Page 2, photo, caption. Over 60 bright and dark ringlets show up in this color-enhanced image from Voyager 2. All right, last page, another photo. I see Saturn in the background and nothing else on this page. Now I'm going to look through, I think most of these words we're going to be pretty good with. There are going to be some names, and we're not going to worry about the names. We're going to do the best we can. If we get stuck, we know we're just going to use the first letter. All right, so this is very, very short. So the main thing we're looking at is, our question was, how does the author grab the reader's attention on page 2? And that's this page. Scientists have ideas about why Saturn has rings, but no one knows for sure. Ooh. Mysterious. What are Saturn's rings made of? I'm noticing something right there. Are they solid? Or are they made of particles dancing in around the 4 robotic spacecraft from Earth have visited Saturn. Pioneer 11, Voyager 1, Voyager 2, and Cassini. They revealed many things about Saturn's rings. All right, I'm going to make some little notes here. I think those are some ideas that might help you with your question. They did talk about robotic spacecraft. That is a what? From Earth. And then these are the names of the spacecraft. The rings are about 40,000 kilometers, 240,000 miles wide. That's the distance from the Earth to the Moon. But the rings are as little as 100 meters or 330 feet thick. They range from too tiny to see to the size of a bus. Scientists think there are icy snowballs or ice-covered. There are actually many rings, maybe 500 to 1,000 of them. There are also gaps in the rings. That's why it looks like there are some black rings. All right, what were some of the key ideas that you think we should maybe highlight? Remember, we're just going to pick one or two. Well, I thought this was pretty important. The rings are so wide, it's as far as from the Earth to the Moon. That's how big we're talking. So we're a tiny, tiny planet, and this is a huge planet. I also didn't know that the rings were made of ice or ice-covered rocks. I didn't have any idea about that. And I also didn't know there were gaps between the rings. All right, last page. The Cassini spacecraft arrived on Saturn in July 2004. It is studying its much more thoroughly than the earlier could. Cassini also carried a called Huygens that parachuted into the atmosphere of Saturn's giant moon Titan. Huygens sent back amazing and images from this strange, whose surface we have never seen. Cassini and Huygens have made exciting new. All right, so we have the Cassini spacecraft. It landed. We have the wind. What is it doing? It's studying Saturn. It carried a probe, and the probe's name was that. And where did it go? Saturn's giant moon, Titan. All right, we're going to pause here for today. Make sure that you're keeping up with your ERQ questions. If you're watching the videos are less than 15 minutes, and it shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes to answer the ERQ. Remember, the ERQ completed questions are one of the ways that I'm going to be assessing you. The other thing that I'm going to be looking for is your completed planet chart, your planet project, and then finally your edge elastic. And those are going to be your only 4 grades from these last 2 weeks. All right, have a great afternoon, and I will see everyone. Oh, we didn't do let's go ahead and do our ERQ real quick. Explain how the author grabs the reader's attention. Cite text evidence. Explain how author grabs attention. Cite evidence. Which means I need what? If it says to cite evidence, what does that mean? A quote. Good. All right. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you all soon.